know what to do with you, Mr. Blisman. I don't usually come out here and say that. I don't. I mean, there's times I don't know exactly which direction I want to go, but I don't know whether I want to start off with Mr. Blisman or not. Thomas Robert Blisman, 25W706462 FD.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Chairman, we have my client with wishes.
So this is not going to be an easy one. Your name, sir?
Thomas Blisman.
All right, so he's done well on the bond phase. I took his plea to OWI 2 and to drive while suspend 1. And that was on April the 22nd. So I want to read the plea agreement into the record again, if I can, if you'll give me a minute. And everybody sign this, and here's what it says. Defendant will enter pleas to OWI 2nd and an added count of driving on a suspended. Sentence recommendation of 60 to 90 days jail is determined by the judge with work release if eligible and available. This jail condition may be waived at the discretion of the court if the defendant completes a specialty court program pursuant to statute. The OWI 3 charges will be dismissed at sentencing, provided the terms of the agreement are satisfied. A sentence of agreement of 2 years probation with sobriety, drug veterans, or mental health court that the defendant will need to find placement on or before sentencing. No early termination of the probation. Any SCAO approved sobriety or specialty court will be acceptable. The 33rd District Court has an acceptable program. That's nice of them to tell me that. In addition, all other terms set by the court, costs of prosecution of a minimum of $500 or more is determined in alcohol, drug screening, treatment, full restitution for any out-of-pocket costs for damages or harm incurred because of the offense on or before sentencing, if applicable. So I want to make sure, do we have the vehicle owner here that should have been notified? If you just give me 1 second here. We did send a letter to Gary Ennis Jr. on April the 22nd and also to Jason Glenn. This was a parked car, right? Is this not a parked car, or am I confusing this one? I'm just asking you. Can you tell me, Mr. Shemke?
Car was parked, I believe.
Yeah, I'm just curious as to why they notified 2 separate owners. Let me just double check something. Yeah, Unit 2, that's you. Was traveling northbound. I'm sorry, Unit 1 struck, that's you. Unit 3, which was parked on the street. I don't know why they, at any rate, I don't need to deal with that. I'm concerned he's got 3 priors. Granted, none of them have happened in the last 24 years. I'll give him that, 25 years, but still it's a 4th offense. I'll listen to anything you have to say, and we'll go from there.
Yes, Your Honor. In the circumstance, I'd like you to reflect that he has done extremely well on bond. He has a strong family support system. He has remained gainfully employed. Judge, he had used poor judgment. He was trying to assist a friend, and he found himself in this predicament. But I will say, as far as a client goes, any instructions that I give him, he's always been able to follow without any sort of issue. He's already been in treatment. Any sort of request or order that's been put in place by the court, my client has not hesitated to comply with 100% accuracy. It's because of that, Judge, and how well he's done on bond and the strides he's made with his life in the past few years, besides having this notation. I'd ask for jail to be waived at this time, obviously to be considered if there were to be a violation, but he's very eager to demonstrate full compliance with the sobriety court. He appears timely, very respectful, and I think that he's going to demonstrate an outstanding effort in the program, Your Honor.
Anything you'd like to say?
Yes, I just, I know I made a bad mistake, bad judgment, but looking forward, I want to just, get this behind me, and I'll do whatever I have to do to make things right.
I don't know if I've ever had a fourth offender that I didn't send to jail, to be honest with you, on the drunk driving. I can't think of one. It's possible, but I don't know that I have. 2 years probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no illegal drugs, no marijuana. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume those. You're not to go to any place where alcohol is sold or dispensed. You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs, and ETGs. When probation tells you to, when you know how often you have to test, you're to submit the PBTs, ETGs, and chemical testing on demand of probation. Like I said, you're to complete 60 days more on the SoberLink device from this date. But we will get that turned around. It'll be now covered by our grant. You're to attend 12-step meetings 3 times per week and provide written proof of attendance. You're to obtain an AANA 12-step sponsor. You're to attend all substance abuse treatment at an approved facility and provide written proof. You're to attend the Victims Impact Panel. You're to attend and complete the Armed Specialty Program. You're to report to sobriety court status review hearings with me every 2 weeks. You're to obtain and maintain employment and provide us with proof. Now, I'm going to talk about the fines. There was an agreement of $500, so I'm going to honor that. 200 fines, 500 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 8 1/4. Screening fee is $60 for 885. Probation fees are $480, bringing the total to $1365. Sobriety court probation fees, sobriety court fees are $360, bringing your total to $1,725. I'm coming back to that. You do have to pay, and I feel badly about this, but there's only so much I can do. Cost of recovery on this case is $150. So your total's $1,875. Now, I don't know what to do with you, Mr. Blisman. I don't usually come out here and say that. I don't. I mean, there's times I don't know exactly which direction I want to go, but all right. I'm going to do this one a little different. I'm going to give you 200 fines. Cost $500. That's per the agreement. $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment fee, $60 screening fee, $480 in probation fees, $360 in sobriety court fees. There's cost of recovery of $150. I'm going to order that you serve 90 days jail, and that will be deferred. You're going to serve I'm giving you credit for 1 day served. You're to serve 6 days on the court work program and pay $210 for that. That's your first 6 plus the 1 day credit. You're going to complete 4 days of community service. I'm going to give you all the way until September 1st to complete that. That's 32 hours. We're going to have review hearing dates. And by the way, your total now fines and costs, including the court work program fees, you know, with the $500 minimum cost, I don't know why they're putting that in there, but I'm going to honor it. It's $2,085, and I feel terrible about that, but I can't really do any better. I mean, these are all fees that are associated with the program. So it's 11 days jail now. Credit 1, serve 6 on the court work, 4 days community service. I'm giving you until September 1 to complete your community service. 79 days are deferred. You're to appear for a review hearing date. Lisa, I want you to give him a review hearing date every 4 months for me to determine if the defendant should have to serve the jail then. And here's the bottom line. You do everything. You cross all your Ts, you dot all your Is. I'm not going to end up sending you to jail on this, and that's significant. I know that the other ones are old, but you still have 4 of these. Now, the last one was 20 years ago or so, whatever I said, but I'm going to do that. But I mean, I'm giving you credit. You're doing well so far. I'm glad to see that they're not hamstringing me on these probation sobriety court cases. They're you know, some could criticize. That's okay. But if you violate 365, and I'm telling you, I will give you the 365 days if you don't make it through the program. But I hope your goal here is not to make it through the program, it's to gain lifelong sobriety. Restitution, if any, will be handled through civil litigation. So that's what we're doing. Can he pay all this today, or does he need time?
Payment plan,
How much do you have today?
$1,000.
Okay.
Judge, I think there's a count too also.
Yeah, I know. I gotta go on to that. You pay $1,000 on this. And then the balance, I'm just gonna let you pay at the rate of $100 bi-weekly. Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Pay that $100 bi-weekly. We'll start that. I'll give you some little bit of leeway time. 6/13/20. Is the 27th a Friday, right, Lisa? Of
Of
June?
June? Yes.
Okay, so that's what we'll do on that one. I don't really have a register. Give me the other file. I'm gonna go light on, or I just need another page of a register for count 2, like a first page. I'm just gonna fine you on that. I'll go light. 50 fines, 50 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 2 1/4. Or 90 days, okay? Okay, sir. So here's what I'll do. Do you think that you can pay this, say before your first payment's due on the drunk driving?
Yeah, I pay this.
I'll tell you what, let's just do this. I'm gonna make it easier. On the drunk driving charge, we're only going to have you pay $775 now, okay? So that'll be $775 on that case, and you're also gonna pay the suspend, so you pay both. Pay $775, you pay the suspend charge of $225, and then you pay $775 on the drunk driving, OWI 2, and then you just stick with that payment plan of $100 bi-weekly starting June 27th. Again, no problem if you need more time. I'll be glad to give it to you. You'll meet with probation. They might not need to talk to you, but since we had status reviews this morning, okay? I wish you well. Stay with me on this, please. Good
Judge,
luck.
did you say review dates every 4 months?
Correct, and I'm gonna let you just set those up. with
Okay.
them there. Okay, thanks.
So picking up a 4th DUI in your lifetime is no small thing, but hopefully this gentleman has learned his lesson and he'll be able to move forward positively. But let us know what you think in the comments. Do you think he has a chance at doing things better? And what do you think about the judge's final sentence, and do you agree with it? Just let us know. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching.